This week on Show Me Your News, Isabelle is revealed in the September Nintendo Direct. 2018's original 12 characters, if Smash was a new franchise today, in the Mail Time segment. And Bowser rounds out the 14th week of Smash Blog updates. Masahiro Sakurai, I implore you to... Show me your news! Greetings, Smash fans, and welcome back to Show Me Your News Ultimate, your weekly weekend podcasting source recapping the biggest news in anticipation of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. My name is Peter Spezia, but you may remember me as Youko. Joining me this week, sitting to my left,
hello,
it's Miles Allen, but you may know him as Super.
I'm a man who travels.
Yes, you certainly have. It's Tony Mattingly, but you may know him as TonyTH.
Look at me. I'm the mayor now.
And joining us this week, it's Tony Dennis, but you may know him as Gimpyfish62. Gimpyfish is back on Show Me Your News, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
So good to have you. You know, this week started off on the Smash blog with Bowser, and we're just like, whenever Bowser happens, we got to get Gimpy back on the show. And then it's the delayed Nintendo Direct. It's a hot new rumor that is taking the Smash Brothers world by storm.
It's a new character.
It feels like a fitting week to have you back on the show. How are things?
I'm pretty good. Did you know there's a new Smash coming out?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. We should probably talk about that today, maybe.
maybe just a bit. I'm sure someone's wondering how's Brawl Talk 2 going?
Oh, Brad, don't you worry. It's coming. Brawl Talk 2. It's coming.
Is it Ultra Talk
The
now?
Ultimate. Just
no,
colon.
It's about Brawl. Gosh, come on. It's Brawl Talk 2. It's very important. You just keep waiting.
Are we going to talk rule sets? What are we talking?
Look, I can't discuss this. I've got, a lot of plans. They can't specifically be mentioned yet. You'll just have to wait and see.
As long as it turns out better than the airship, I'm pretty much happy.
Yeah. No, I'll give you that one.
I want everyone to know that we wanted to get beyond when Bowser was the update since the inception of the beginning show. Mm-hmm. And we were so worried he was going to fucking drop it on Friday or some shit. Didn't have time to adjust.
Thank you, Sakurai. Very convenient.
Thank you for the Monday.
Well, thanks to everyone listening on our Discord server over there on showmeyournews.com/Discord. That's where you can listen live. You can chat with us, the guests, fans such as yourself. And again, that's where we listen live before the show goes up a few days later in edited form. Not too much else going on this week. Just good to have Super here. It was an important one, important show to make. So good to have you. For those that do not know you, Gimpyfish, do explain kind of who you are and what is your connection with Super Smash Brothers.
Oh man, you're gonna make me do this. Okay, I'm Gimpyfish. That's it.
Yeah. 62-bit gaming.
62-bit gaming, that's right. I've been playing video games for a long time. I went to a tournament recently just to poke around and see what was going on because it's been a long time. And I heard people talking about old school Smash, and it was people who started playing 4 years after I quit playing. And it was oh man, this is weird. So I played a long time ago. Super Smash Bros. Melee was my game. And I played Bowser, which is why I'm on for the Bowser one. Yes. And I think I was pretty good at Bowser. I think I was pretty all right with your boy.
You got the Gimpyfish combo and everything.
Yeah.
I do love me a good Gimpyfish combo. That tournament I went to, I won a set with a Gimpyfish combo, and the whole road exploded, and I felt like I was in 2007 again. It was beautiful.
For those just joining us, the forward smash is the Gimpyfish combo.
Yeah, it's one move, but there's a bit more to it. Okay, now that we're on podcast air, I want to get this very clear. It's not just a Bowser forward smash. It is specifically a Bowser forward smash where you dodge an attack with the lean back of the forward smash. Then it hits the opponent. Very specific.
There you go. That's good to clarify.
Does it also have to kill or no?
Oh, it doesn't have to kill. Okay. You can get 4 of them in one stock if you want.
Damn.
Oh,
That'd be quite the stock.
As a callback from the old Show Me Your News days, Grimace the Menace asks in our Discord chat, has Gimpyfish been using his powers for good or evil?
Oh, I like to imagine that I use them for good. I'm a big fan of good stuff, so I try that one.
You like Bowser. He's your favorite. He's bad.
Whoa. Bowser is a very misunderstood actual king, okay? I think there's like a more complicated socio-political situation going on in the Mushroom Kingdom, and I don't think Bowser is actually the bad guy here.
You know, there was a lot in that direct to unpack that we're not going to because we're just going to cover Smash. But what the fuck was that Toadette turning into Peach thing?
I don't even want to think about that. That is like, how I like didn't even know how to process it, and then they moved on. Like, whatever, it's fine. It's not fine.
It's not.
She's got way more powers than the normal Peach.
Mm-hmm. That's just very, very complicated genetics there.
Which Toad got a mushroom and turned into Pauline?
Another good question.
I that can't become a trend. That cannot. I refuse. They already tested me with baby Rosalina. This one's even further than that. I can't do this.
Pink Gold Peach makes me more mad personally, but I feel
that was
Pink
my
Gold
breaking
Peach.
point.
I'm okay because it's
what the fuck even is that though?
It's just Metal
It's
Peach,
gold,
right? But
but
cute.
it's
That's
Peach.
all that it is.
Yeah,
It's just Metal Peach. That's fine. But baby Rosalina, like conceptually, shouldn't even be a thing.
You're right.
Was Rosalina even a baby?
I'm pretty confident she's like a cosmic entity.
Yeah.
Like there shouldn't be a baby version of
Right.
her.
I think in her
I like that theory
storybook.
that she's alternate Luigi's daughter.
Oh my gosh, I hate
That's
that
a
It's
theory?
the dumbest thing in the world. It's a game theory.
Which immediately discredits it because
Yeah.
of
Right.
Son. So,
Yeah.
I like that one though.
Well, Sans won't be in Smash.
No.
But Isabelle comes to Smash. The Nintendo Direct that was delayed from the Hokkaido earthquake did hit this past week. Granted, many of the third-party announcements did get shown, did get revealed. Took a bit of I mean, we could talk about Final Fantasy and all that, and how 8 is continuously shafted because it has not received a big update like the others have. But yeah, the big news comes, it's like we have one more thing to show you. And, these Smash trailers, I mean, Ridley, Simon Belmont, King K. Rool. It started with the anticipation, and you don't immediately know what it is. And there's always some, like, you get to see reactions even online. And, like, when do people figure out who exactly it's going to be? Isabelle immediately. Like, you see her right there. No surprise at all.
I don't think that this was what they were going to roll with to begin with. This seems like a replacement trailer.
Interesting.
Because, like, everything else kind of has this really well updated and rendered footage. And this one's kind of like just game footage of her walking around. And the only thing they have is Tom Nook.
Right.
That's the only rendered bit.
I disagree with that more. I cannot disagree with you more. It's so perfect for who Isabelle is. What are they going to show her doing?
What? I'm just saying that, like, this was just a quickly put together one because they had to take out the other person and wait for another direct. It just doesn't.
I don't think so.
It doesn't fit. It doesn't. Nothing about it fits with me.
No way.
It doesn't feel like that's what they wanted to go with.
Did you play Animal Crossing New Leaf?
What? No, I've never played Animal Crossing in my life.
Oh, well, there you go. Jesus.
That is why this seemed weird and easy and whatever. If you've played Animal Crossing New Leaf, I don't think there was a better way for them to have done this.
It's so funny and contrasting from Ridley or K. Rool like fucking showing up and killing a bunch of dudes that she just gets a little letter and it's like, whoa, I'm in Smash.
Nobody died.
The music is so fucking like chill. I'm like, this is the most chill announcement for a character in Smash history. And it totally fits and it's hilarious in that regard.
It's beautiful.
I don't know. It just didn't seem to fit with me because I didn't see the box art, like the long banner update with her at the end.
Oh,
yeah, that I would have liked.
interesting,
I would have liked that. I've seen the picture now with her on the.
It's great to fit with Cloud, absolutely. But
Right. But the thing is, that's the main reason. My main argument is that, like, at the very end, it didn't have the banner video where it just shows her added to the roster.
Okay, but arguably, the banner video would have taken them approximately 15 seconds to make, where the rest of the video would have taken, like, that would have been the bulk of the effort, though, right?
Yeah, probably. It was super effective to go right into Tom Nook, though, and like hearing that last little bit with the music and the like the title coming in, that was pretty good. I mean, of course, the internet's happy. Animal Crossing 2019 for Switch, like that's what it followed up with.
Animal Crossing, that's the big news right there. That's very exciting. What a perfect console for Animal Crossing. It's so good. I want to make a note real quick. Are we talking about Isabelle right now?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk Isabelle.
I want to talk of Isabelle real quick. In a game that has lots of really cute characters, we've got Kirby, Pikachu, and Jigglypuff, and all these super, super cutesy things. I think Isabelle's probably the cutest.
Oh, I'd agree with that. Yeah.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
Because have you ever seen Kirby get the Rob power and he goes beep? And it's amazing. I think Isabelle's cuter than that.
Yeah, I don't think Isabelle was really going to be in any doubt, especially with how popular New Leaf was, how she became the standout character, how she had her own social media account. Whether it was going to be as an Echo fighter or as a new fighter, Isabelle was going to be in this game.
I think that's the surprise, is that she's not an Echo.
Yeah, and wasn't it though?
She's such a Falco Echo too,
or a Wolf Echo. Like it's surprising
weird...
in the sense that when we have Echo fighters, clones can still be created.
Yeah.
Are we okay? Whoa. Time out on that.
Gimpy's got some shit to say.
Oh, my brain was like, I don't know about this. If she's an Echo character, she's a clone character. That's it. They're the same thing. They're literally the same thing.
There's I'd say a different stage between the melee clones of the Fox and Falco and even to Brawl of Wolf than the straight up Wii U Marth to Lucina, Pit to Dark Pit. Like there's different stages. We got a melee clone here with Isabelle.
Okay, calling it a melee clone, it's okay with me. That's fine. But like, oh man, my brain was like, no.
Even so far as to go, even though we argued this up and down last week, it's like a Wolf clone. He's not actually a clone. He just has similar moves and move sets.
I almost want to go Falcon and Ganon more than that.
Definitely in the Brawl version, yeah.
I was maybe a little bit more surprised about Isabelle than other people were. Now, I don't think Isabelle isn't incredibly popular. I'm really happy she's in. I like Isabelle a lot.
Me too.
But to me, in my eyes, Animal Crossing New Leaf already has a representation, which is the villager. Yeah. Like, of course, the villager represents all of Animal Crossing.
Right.
Isabelle represents New Leaf specifically. Yeah. And maybe going forward represents Animal Crossing. Like, now that I've seen it, it's not surprising. But I wouldn't have been like, Isabelle's coming. Don't just hold on. She'll be there. I wouldn't have guessed it.
When did you figure it out during the trailer?
Literally immediately.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, I knew it was a Smash trailer going in. Yeah.
No, it's going to be Captain.
Yeah. Here's what my brain did. My brain went, a new Animal Crossing is too good. This has to be Smash. And then it was Smash. And then they went, oh, by the way, a new Animal Crossing. So I guess you got me again, Nintendo. You got me.
The weird backwards surprise.
Yeah, they like knew I didn't trust them. I think it was for me specifically.
Seeing her with the Nintendo in that level was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The weird duck hunt dog situation too, where I'm like, this dog's smarter. It's weird.
Yeah, this is one of those like Disney. What animal is Goofy? Because like Pluto is a pet, but Goofy's just a dog, a guy. Like it's a little weird.
Yep.
I think some people were figuring it out when they saw, not representative of gameplay footage.
Yeah, that one was
Or there was the line when it was like, when she talks about camping and Smash.
Yeah.
Like, if people hadn't picked up on it by then, it's like, I don't trust your reaction if you're waiting until when she's opening the letter.
It took so long. I'm like, is this fucking? Until she got the letter. I'm like, oh, okay, probably.
Yeah, I mean, both trailers. I mean, it was a big issue with pacing. But again, like that's Animal Crossing. It's slow. It's plotting. That's what it is. I mean, like Tom Nook took forever to get to his point.
I think they could have shown like 6 minutes of Isabelle just like walking around being a villager. And everyone who likes Animal Crossing would have been like, this is so great. It's the cutest thing in the world. And everyone else would have been like, what? Why? Just get on with it. Like, what are you doing? It's a very, very Animal Crossing thing to just have it kind of saunter on, right? We're just kind of, we're getting a letter and we're talking about the town and like, I wonder what the villagers are up to. And then bam, oh my gosh, I'm in Smash Bros.
The turnaround, the camera turnaround was really good.
Oh, yeah. You got to give Sakurai credit too, because of course, how was Villager introduced in Smash Brothers for Wii U? He got a letter in the mail. And it's that same sort of letter with the Smash seal.
She's straight up throwing it away.
Yeah, it's like, no.
She is distressed. I can't do this.
I don't want to fight Ridley.
No, who would?
Isabelle can do anything, okay? Every time you're gone from that town, she has got that on lockdown. She is so good.
But wait, who replaces her when she's in Smash?
And
me.
And when the villagers battling too. Oh, man.
It's the whole village of them.
It was a bit of a surprising reveal overall, though. I think a lot of people were thinking that, maybe they'll talk about Pokemon Let's Go and then we'll transition. It'll be the Gen 7 character, or maybe it will be Isaac. Maybe they delayed it not only out of respect for families, but because you don't want to have a character showing off Earth powers like right after an earthquake. You could have said, like, maybe we'll see a Shadow Echo or a Ken Echo. Or maybe an Isabelle Echo, but I think this kind of came out of nowhere. It's a good surprise. Don't get me wrong. I do like seeing Isabelle there, but yeah, it was definitely not what most people were expecting.
Especially after all the hype ass trailers too.
Yeah, that's part of it too. It's like this just wasn't a hype trailer. There's no moment of Isabelle ripping off a coat and showing all the things at her disposal, like a la Simon Belmont.
It's not like, oh my god, it's just kind of like, oh, Isabelle's in Smash.
Yeah,
that was really the feeling of the Direct in general, though.
That's the feeling of most Nintendo Directs. Like, there's this fever that goes over people, particularly with Smash Bros., where it's like a Nintendo Direct is coming, and they're already frothing as they're finishing saying that at the mouth. Talking about, like, if this Nintendo Direct does not have blank in it, whatever random thing I've decided that has no basis in reality, then Nintendo is a failure.
And for most people, that was Animal Crossing on Switch, so they can stop now.
And Luigi's Mansion 3, which the hell? Where did that come from?
They just pooped that one out there. They were, here you go, you can have that. Okay, moving on. We don't care.
What? Luigi's Mansion 3.
We don't care.
And then later on, remember Luigi's Mansion 1? Yes, tell us more about 3.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Or as I'm even calling it currently, Hotel Luigi.
That's another good way of putting it, yeah.
I saw somebody Photoshop the fucking long, like, tall tower to be Tartarus from Persona 3, and it made me laugh.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping Luigi's Mansion 3 is a little more like Luigi's Mansion 1 than 2. Not that I didn't like 2, but I like the exploration of 1 quite a bit.
I think they'll go that route. I don't think there's any reason to keep the mission structure anymore.
Yeah, I think that worked really good for a portable game.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's kind of a portable game again, but it's a console game.
Yeah, I don't think we have much to worry about.
We have so much to worry about. This
You're
is
right.
video
You're
games.
right.
Video games.
I keep fucking waiting for the Paper Mario remake on 3DS.
Don't you say the words Paper Mario to me out loud. I don't want to talk about anything to do with Paper Mario ever again.
Me and Super are in the same fucking boat.
Broke my heart too many times.
I gotta point out though, Isabelle's moveset is pretty different in some ways. We had Cyberlink 420 in particular in our Discord chat, helping to piece things together. There's a hammer move that he thinks it could be the neutral A or maybe even the F tilt. The up tilt, he says, the broom.
Yep.
The nair is the pom-pom twirl. Dash attack, the trip and drop pot. I mean, that's familiar with Villager.
Yep.
The up smash as the stop sign, which I guess could make sense, but in the trailer is definitely shown as a way of like, stop sign is up, so stop.
Is that a fucking, like, what does that do? Does that legitimately just fucking stop your forward momentum? Or
no, there's no way it does that.
It's probably a hitbox that comes out of the ground.
Yeah. Think like Marth's up smash, but off to the side.
I would have expected that to be like a taunt. But it might be an attack, because all of her attacks are weird like that.
That's just Sakurai humor,
the fact
though.
that Sonic honors it and is like, oh, is like the best.
Yeah, it's really good.
A quick aside on that whole Sonic thing. It might be just the lighting of the stage, but his model is definitely updated in that shot during the when he stops for Isabelle than when we first saw him during the E3 demos.
Yeah, I've heard that.
That's pretty interesting.
I'm sure they're updating everything like day to day.
Yeah, but when is Sonic Boom Sonic going to be added as an Echo Fighter for Sonic instead of Shadow?
Get some tape on his limbs and all.
As long as he's based more on the cartoon than he is based on the video game, that's fine by me.
Mm-hmm.
That cartoon is really funny.
It's
At
solid.
least clips of it are really, really funny.
Yeah.
But wouldn't it just be like the ultimate troll to have Sonic have an Echo character and have it not be Shadow? Like, wouldn't that just be the juiciest?
Jeez, wouldn't it be so bad if Sonic's all of his custom colors were just rings and bracelets instead of actual colors? That'd be awful. Thank God we don't live in that world.
Thank God we don't live in a world where Sonic plays like he does in literally every version of this game. Oh wait, he plays like that all the time and it's the worst. I hope they change him a lot.
2 of his specials are the fucking same still.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't make it boost.
Yeah, I don't know. So the up smash is top sign. Side smash, party popper. Down smash, water bucket. Still have the pocket for B. So she'll have that little icon on her fighter numbers, things at the bottom, just like Villager would. Side B, the fishing rod. That looked to be like probably the biggest
It's a grapple.
differentiate. I almost thought that was like going to be some weird sort of extended grab, but probably a side B.
It is a grapple of some sort because she pulled him out of the water. So
Yeah.
That's right. That move looks crazy.
A grab.
I wonder how that works. Did you guys see the cutest picture of all time, by the way, speaking of her water bucket? That is the water bucket on Squirtle, and Squirtle's just like, yeah! And it's so good.
Either that or like, who did this to me?
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
Who dare?
That's amazing. The up B is the balloon swing, which you see in the trailer. Down B, the gyroid trap, almost C4 like for Snake in a way. Grab is the net, and then town hall construction for the final smash, as opposed to home construction for Villager. So some similar moves, but
final smash is Landmaster.
She just hops.
Goodness, that thing's gone.
Hops in the R-wing, and for some reason, I don't know. Happy with Isabelle's inclusion, though it wasn't the hypest trailer. But overall,
for someone who's played competitively so far, she looks really fun. Like the way she moves, the way her attacks like hit and all that, she looks really fun, and I really want to see more with the fishing rod because it puts me in the mind of in Melee, if you hit like up down up on Samus when she's grabbing, you'll get the extender grapple. Yeah. Which is it's not a glitch. You can grab people on platforms above you and stuff like that, and it just puts me in the mind of that old extender grapple because it pulled someone from the water and probably can pull someone in front of you and stuff like that. So the fishing rod could be one of the more interesting moves to be seen in Ultimate.
I'm definitely interested to see like how it actually functions, for sure. Because there's so many ways that it could be. It could be a command grab. It could be like a really specific set distance hitbox that's kind of awkward and horrible. There could be ranges you can cast it. Like, who knows? Who knows?
Maybe you can catch that big fish on Icicle Mountain, which we'll talk about later.
On the best stage. I can't wait.
Other Smash stories for the week, though. Real quick hits here. Nintendo Switch Online was also detailed during the Direct. They talked about cloud saves in only a way Nintendo could, with illustrating Locky 2 and saying your saves go into the cloud. They do not mention during the Direct, however, that certain games, in a way to curb online cheating, they say that some saves may not make it to the cloud.
Like Aerith.
Yeah.
You got to use that voice clip from now on instead of putting in like a sad song or whatever. Just you.
Splatoon 2 was specifically mentioned as one that would not back up the save to the cloud. There was definitely concern for a while about Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and this apparently could be the case for them. So Not gonna lie, we may have this problem with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, guys.
The whole online system is kind of fucking a joke.
It's so Nintendo. It's so Nintendo.
It found that it will not save data to cloud backup for Dark Souls Remastered. That's kind of dumb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, if your thing runs out, it deletes all your cloud save data.
Yeah, if your subscription runs out.
Yeah.
If your subscription runs out, it immediately deletes all of it.
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
There's an old interview that I saw about this a good while ago. That was when the Wii U internet was coming out, and they were talking to Nintendo. It was a what was it? Secret Developers Inside Story Eurogamer interview with Nintendo, and they asked the dev team that was working on the internet.
I love this story.
It's so bad, but
Yes.
it's perfect for what this is. And they asked them, okay, you know, we're asking you questions. Okay, how does this work in comparison to like Xbox Live or PlayStation Network? Or did you have any problems that you solved based on what they were doing? And at some point, this is what the quote says, literally. At some point in this conversation, we were informed that it was no good referencing Live and PSN as nobody in their development teams used those systems. So it's kind of a classic case of Nintendo being a really traditional Japanese company and not looking at anything other than what they're doing. Sometimes it gets good results and you get fun, quirky games and things, but sometimes you've got to like open your eyes to the world for quality of life things.
There's another part where they ask them about like matchmaking and all this really basic shit, and it's through a translator, and they're just simply respond like, "We can do all of that for you." And then all the Japanese businessmen just yell at each other for like a minute, and then they just reply like, "We would like that." Like they just all scream at each other, like, "What the fuck? We didn't know that." It's just like, God damn it.
Yeah, they're just like no paying attention at all. The internet is honestly kind of a disaster. Like it's cheap. And I get that. And, you know, I'm okay with it costing money just to use the internet. I don't think that that's really a terrible thing. But the thing that they're offering as a good thing is very, very bad.
Yeah, we're going to need more games than just NES.
I am so fucking tired of the same 20 fucking NES games.
Yeah.
Especially when you take away Virtual Console. Get fucked. Like, that pisses me off. I don't want to play Ice Climbers ever again.
There it is.
That game is really not good, though.
No.
Like,
no.
actually.
No, it's not.
Speaking of not good, almost every NES game. I have every NES game that they could possibly release on a shelf behind me. There is no benefit to those games existing on this service to me. That's not a thing that I care about. The thing that I care about is stuff like, you know, when you're playing a fighting game or whatever on Xbox Live, it's easy. You know, you can find people. The internet's pretty fast. You know, you can connect, or you can see how many bars the connection is, and it actually translates to something in real life. Instead of, you know, Wii U being like, yeah, you're at full bars. Oh, you didn't want a half second of lag between every move you did. Ugh. I just want the internet to be better. I don't care. I don't care about the quality of life stuff that they're offering, because that's not, like, for me at least, like, cloud saving shouldn't be a big benefit. That should just be a thing. It shouldn't be some magic.
Be a thing.
Oh, you've got to pay in to get this great thing we invented. No, that should just be a part of what is the Nintendo Switch, even if you don't have internet.
Especially when they're like, oh, accidents happen. And like they're trying to, like, the cute little graphic.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, especially when you have a device that can go portably and get lost and or damaged.
Yeah.
And you can't fucking take any of the saves off on an external device.
Yeah.
Like, everything else can do that too.
Mm-hmm. You can also watch Netflix and everything else too.
Right, that is true.
That one is wild to me. That's like a whole different issue. The Wii U, I still use my Wii U for internet stuff. Because I have it plugged in and on my TV out there. You know, we have a PS4 plugged in, and we sometimes use that, but we've got a PS4 and a Wii U plugged in our main TV. And I use the Wii U for internet pretty often because I like being able to have it on the screen. You know what else would be nice? Having it on the actual Switch that I could take around with me in my whole apartment, and I wouldn't need to worry about it. And if I want it on the TV, I just put it in the dock and it's on the TV. Like, it sounds amazing for Netflix.
Yep.
Or even internet browsing, but nope, don't have that.
Good old days of surprise porn. You're probably one of, like, the less than 100,000 people that still boot up a Wii U, honestly.
There's 100,000 people who bought a Wii U?
I mean...
Well, you know, I'm a big fan of the Wii U. It didn't do very well, and I had a lot of reasons for it. But But I like that console quite a lot. It's got a lot of good games, which is why we're seeing a lot of those good games coming out on the Switch. It's a little frustrating to me because I already own most of these games, but it's also kind of nice because it's like, man, you guys missed out on some really good stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We need 3D World on top of New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe. Like, let's get that. Speaking of Switch, I forgot to add this to the outline, but real quick, Super Smash Brothers, of course, getting a Switch limited edition. I think the Joy-Cons could have had a little more creativity to them as opposed to just the crosses, same color and everything. But that comes out November 2nd and then has the game code on a card that can be redeemed on December 7th. Mm-hmm. And then it almost sounded like that the GameCube controllers were coming also on November 2nd.
That was really not clear.
That was bizarre.
That dock's pretty sweet, though.
Yeah, I would want that dock.
I own 2 docks already is the problem. So
that Pokemon Go dock looks a lot better.
Holy shit. And the Joy-Cons,
pretty good.
Oh, yeah, that was, the Pokemon was pretty cute, too, not going to lie. But yeah, tempting if you don't have a Switch and you want Smash, get on that. And then finally, in the top Smash stories, they added an events page to the Smash Brothers website, just talking about all the different places that you can play the demo. Probably the same E3 demo that we've seen constantly, but still, just all these different places throughout the country, whether it's the specific Best Buy locations or the college tailgate tour.
That was so weird. It's dropped before the Direct. Just updated on the website, just randomly, with the college tailgate tour being the one big thing that I found on this event calendar when they first put it up.
I mean, EGLX in Toronto and Canada in late October. October 13th on the tailgate tour comes to Ann Arbor, Michigan. So we may have to go to that.
Yeah. I mean, October 13th?
Yeah.
Oof. There's a Smash tournament that I was going to go to, but then again...
I mean, but it's Ultimate.
It is Ultimate.
Ultimate, man. I mean...
I really like that the choice isn't like, oh, man, like I had...
a wedding or something.
Planned or whatever. It's like, oh, man, I can't play Smash Brothers. I was going to be playing Smash Brothers.
But it was a house tournament where they sell moonshine for $10.
Just like 100% Smash. So good.
Really good moonshine.
Anyway, those are the big Smash stories this week. We have to talk about this, though. Let's get into Rumor Central. Rumor Central. Big rumor going on this week. Is it Team Mockup? Is it Team Real for the box theory? The box theory comes as a result of an image for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate special edition with the Steelbook, with the game, with the Pro Controller in the United States. That rated E10+. And on the sides of the box are character portraits that are used from the renders. We only see the right side of the box here. And we're seeing like it's Luigi, it's Ness, it's Captain Falcon, and then Jigglypuff. And so it goes on and on. But the key part of this is on the bottom row. Most other rows have 6 fighters across. The bottom one has only 4. Ridley, Simon Belmont, Richter Belmont, King K. Rool, and then black space for 2 more portraits. Now, granted, Isabelle would be the next one, in this case, leaving 1 more portrait. However, people have done some sleuthing, as they do on the Smash Brothers internet, to determine, and we'll have this in our show notes if you want to see this all visualized. Shout outs to Grimace the Menace in our Discord chat for arranging all of this. But apparently, for whatever reason, and you could say like this is evidence for this is a mock-up, but for whatever reason, these are arranged by their fighter number, as listed on the Smash Brothers website, whether it's, Pit's number 28 and Dark Pit's 28 Echo and all that stuff. They're not arranged all across the row. It's done in blocks of 9. And honestly, that's the best way I can describe it right now. So it starts on the left hidden side of the box with,
I see it now.
With 6 across with Mario, DK, Link, Samus, Dark Samus as the Echo, Yoshi, would continue on to the next row on the left with Kirby, Fox, Pikachu. We then jump to the visible side of the right with, continuing on number 9, Luigi, Ness, Captain Falcon, Jigglypuff, Peach, Daisy as the Echo. Jump to the next row, Bowser, Ice Climbers, Sheik. Move back over to this left. So it continues this sort of 9 pattern. Now, what's interesting about that is if we look at the bottom row on the left hidden side, it's Shulk, Bowser Jr., Duck Hunt, Ryu. There's also Cloud there. There is a presupposed space here to make the pattern consistent and to make the pattern fit. And it only works this way because we know the orders of all the other characters, but it's that last row that the pattern is set. So we're talking about an Echo Fighter for what could possibly be either Shulk, maybe like a Mallow sort of thing for Xenoblade Chronicles 2. For Cloud, maybe we get, whether Zack or Sephiroth, whatever. But the most likely instance here would be an Echo Fighter for Ryu being Ken. Or, Akuma. But Ken is the predominant. Yeah. He's the original player 2. He's the original clone. He's the, it's been out there in the Vergaben leaks and all that. So we're talking in this rumor, Ken still to be revealed, and one more mystery character. Again, if you follow those Vergaben leaks, which really haven't been proven inaccurate, he did talk about a Square Enix character, but he wasn't sure. What he seemed most confident on, though, was the Generation 7 Pokemon that wasn't Decidueye, that wasn't Mimikyu, that wasn't Lycanroc, which has led some people to point out Incineroar. Guys, this may be this generation's nightmare roster. We should consider this possibly being the case for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's 72 characters overall, like 72 portraits. Imagine how that would fit on a character select screen, whether it's you have the echoes separate or embedded or whatever. 72 divides really nicely in a lot of ways, especially by 4 for the Smashdown mode.
Yeah, so last night I was talking this over with a number of the Sminjas while I was driving to the side of the state, and they brought up the box theory, and it was presented to me as empty spaces on the banner that would be shown on the British box with the big banner on it. It's like, oh, well, there's space for these 2 characters. Well, that sounded like garbage. Looking at this theory, that's a pretty solid argument.
Yeah.
And I would, it is the nightmare roster because it's less characters than we wanted.
Sure. This is a great roster overall, though. We can't complain.
Is so nice.
Wait a minute. This is less characters than you wanted? I'm confused.
Right? I wanted the big 7-0. But I'm also, ending on 69 is nice.
It's nice.
I'm right now, because we just talked about Nintendo and the internet, my brain is in Nintendo's doing dumb things right now mode.
Like putting the picture out there, in the public, right?
Right. Like either putting the picture out there or having the game come out and having them say something like, oh, those black spaces are for potential DLC characters, and just having it literally be black and white. That would be really stupid, but where my mind's at right this second, I can see it.
So is there a reason that people think Ken for sure? Has that just been talked about enough? Because the thing about it to me is I would think Shadow before Ken because he was just taken out as an assist trophy.
You'd think so, right? And Shadow would have been the most sure thing of an Echo Fighter. However, that would throw off this pattern if you threw in an extra space for 38E being, Sonic's. That would push, DDD to the next line. The way that all these characters are numbered and the way that this... the thing to me, this 9 design, it makes it seem very strange.
Yeah.
It's not what you'd expect them to do. And I guess, just to mix things up because you've seen the same order for so long. But it makes it seem very different as far as how they were revealed chronologically. It only works with, that bottom row on the left because of what we know. Those characters are arranged on the right side. That means these characters have to be arranged in a certain way on the left side to keep this 9 on each side pattern.
So it'd either be like Medusa for Palutena, Mrs. Pac-Man for Pac-Man, Soren for Robin.
Maybe those two. But it's also for Gaben and his accuracy so far, and he was pretty sure about Ken.
I'm totally on board with the 9 characters. Is really weird. That's such a weird thing to be like, oh, it's not in groups of 6. It's in groups of 1.5 bars of these. That's weird. It is weird.
Bizarre. Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm always on team we'll see. I'm never like, unless a rumor is literally a leak of actual video game like footage or something like that, I'm very much on team like, all right, just it's wait and see on this one.
We got to mention it though, especially for, when we look back on the history of all these rumors. I mean, this may be our roster for the game, and then, once the game comes out, then we can talk about DLC possibilities, if that's even what they want to do.
If this bums you guys out, just remember DLC is a thing now.
Yeah. If this bums you guys out,
also, fuck
look
off.
at the number of characters in this game.
It's double Brawl.
Literally anything you've ever played before that isn't like Mugen or something like that. And it's ridiculous. This roster is like absolutely incredible. It's insane. If you're bummed out, it means you wanted one particular character and you didn't care about anything else, and you're just being a baby.
Yeah. Like the Waluigi people. Exactly.
Like the Waluigi, literally just a meme thing. Yes.
Well, let's get on to the crux of the Smash Brothers news this week. It is the Smash Blog updates. We start on Sunday, September 9th, with today's fighter, number 14, Bowser. Who's the greatest nemesis of all? It's King Bowser. In Super Smash Bros., his power and weight make him a reliable fighter. Use his fire breath to keep opponents at bay, then use his damaging attacks to launch them off the stage. He transforms into Giga Bowser for his final smash and delivers a super powerful punch.
It's beautiful. That final smash. Ooh.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, it's just right. It's just right. I love it.
It really is.
I'm not a big fan of Giga Bowser in terms of like how he looks.
Really?
Like, yeah, no, definitely not. Bowser is perfect looking. He's a perfect character. He's perfect. So when they're like, oh, what if we made him like gross and bad? That's like, okay, that's
he's a corrupted trophy. In this world, trophies fight.
Well, I'm not saying it doesn't like make sense, quote, in terms of Smash. Like nothing really makes any sense, but in Smash terms, sure, Giga Bowser makes sense. I wish this was just like big, gigantic Bowser back there punching, but it's beautiful. I love what they did with the final smash. It's so good.
Have you guys seen the end of Yoshi's New Island? It's just like a Bowser fight. And I'm like, fuck, how does he show up in the baby timeline? And then I watched the footage and it was like, somehow Bowser ripped through time and space. Like, yeah, fuck off.
Hey, Bowser's pretty powerful dude. All right. Another tick in the I don't think that what we see is what's actually happening in the Mushroom Kingdom block is how powerful Bowser actually is. Anyway, that's a story for a different time. Bowser's awesome. I'm really excited about it. I'm very excited about how he looks like he plays in this. It's much more of a melee-looking play style. In Smash 4, may I nerd out about Bowser in Smash for a while?
That's why we brought you on the show.
Okay, first, I'm going to talk about Melee Bowser. Melee Bowser is beautiful and perfect. He's terrible. He's so bad competitively. He's a mess. But the way he's designed is really nice because he's very monstrous. He makes monster noises. He like lunges attacks. They're slow and big and juicy and powerful. And he's just a very monstrous character. He grabs you and bites you in the face and then throws you off the stage. It's awesome. He's really cool. Brawl, they were really confused. They did not know what to do with him because they gave him these like wrestler moves but then kept him as kind of a monstrous character. And then Brawl was really bad, and that didn't help. And he was just a big squishy stuffed animal that made robot dog noises. They didn't know what they were doing. They didn't know what they were doing in that one. Smash 4 comes out. I love it. It's so good because now he's not a monster. He's like a wrestler. He's like a big, powerful guy. He drop kicks you. He throws his weight around. He does his like flying, slam attack, and it blows up, and it's awesome. It's so cool. And he's designed so much more cohesively than he was in Brawl. And they really took that wrestler persona and blasted into Bowser, and it works really, really well. Now we have Ultimate. Ultimate, he looks like the Smash 4 Bowser, but he looks like he plays like the Melee Bowser.
I mean, that's best of both worlds for you.
Yeah, for me, it's beautiful. I'm so excited about this Bowser. So what that means to me is, in Melee, the best way to play Bowser is it's pretty defensive, and it's kind of like they're coming at you, and you want to like poke them with little limited hits and then get edge guards. You want to get like a little tiny combo or even just a couple of consecutive hits, get him off the stage and try to kill him that way with the big, powerful whatever. That's what it looks like he plays like in this. So he's got a little bit less throw follow-up stuff. He doesn't have like up throw confirms or whatever in this version of the game. I'm not sold on things like frame data or whatever. I'm not sold on those things in an unfinished video game. So I'm excited about it. He looks like he plays the style that I like, but has the kind of character feel and rep of the Smash 4 Bowser. I'm very, very excited about that. Also, I think he looks kind of bad.
Yeah. His render is A+, but his
it's beautiful.
Its in-game model is rough.
You have to compare, like if you just look at Bowser isolated, he looks very, very good. Meaning he's got strong moves, he looks like he's so fast, really in your face, he can throw you off the edge, he can kill you, all that. It looks good. But if you take a video game, you can't isolate a character to find out whether they're good or bad. You have to compare characters to the rest of the roster. And so when you look at even what we know already, we don't know so many of these characters, but you look at what we have already, and you look at, let's say, Sheik in Ultimate. You have Sheik in Ultimate. She's got grab combos. She can hit you forever, and she can still kill you just as good, big quotes around that, just as good, as she can in Smash 4. She looks incredible. She's got the whole package. She's great. Now you look at Bowser. He's fast. He looks pretty intimidating, but he can't combo into anything. He doesn't have throw follow-up, so his grab isn't very threatening. His knockback is not as high as you would think. If you watch some of the footage of it, he really doesn't kill you that quickly. He stacks up the percent pretty fast when he hits you, but it seems like you could just play a little bit defensively about it, and your follow-ups are going to be better, and you don't have to worry about what he's going to do if you shield as much. He just doesn't seem super, super good effectively. But I'm so excited about it. He's the play style that I want from a character is kind of finally back. I'm very, very excited.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that you're really happy about it, and that's really great to see. Wow, I think that's about almost all we could say. Just interesting things to point out. I mean, we're looking at screenshots. Yeah. You mentioned the detail like on this green recolor. Not as much detail on the hair. Great in the render, but not as much of it.
I don't know if this is true. I'd have to go through every single person. But this is the first time I've noticed that there are 2 alternate colors in the screenshots for Bowser. Usually it's just the last screenshot.
Yeah, green and blue.
Now, Isabelle got one as well, where you see 3 Isabelles.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, she was showcased with an alternate color as well on the new Donk City.
Yeah,
but like it was only this week when we really kind of saw more than one alternate color on the official site.
And it's good to see. I mean, if they're going to have at least 8, that's good to see. And out of those 2, like Bowser's recolors looking nice,
He's
looking sharp
solid this time around. As far as
my red Bowser better look good. This time. He better look good.
I'm sure it will.
I'm sure he will. If there's one thing I'm 100% like a 100% faith on, it's the presentation side of what Nintendo does. They're going to kill it. It's going to be incredible.
I still want to see the black and gold Bowser.
Ooh, black and gold.
Swag Bowser.
That'll be great for sure.
Where's Strap-On's Bowser?
Get that as an alternate costume.
I mean, why not? Do you get a quick question? Do you guys associate that song more with Mario World or Mario RPG? The last boss music in Mario World and like the tutorial fight pretty much and Mario RPG.
Oh, it's RPG for me all the way.
Yeah, me too.
Once you play Mario RPG through the whole way, like anything that could possibly be from Mario RPG from that point on is from Mario RPG.
I get that.
Bowser invented the haiku in that game.
Yeah.
He absolutely did. That game, by the way, I don't know if I've said this on the podcast. I probably have. I talk about Bowser a lot. That is the game where I was like, this is my favorite character. I love this guy. He's so good. He's so fun in that game. And then Paper Mario came along and did it amazingly. And then nothing happened with Paper Mario. The franchise went away, and there was never a game after Thousand Year Door.
Yeah.
Isn't that just the worst?
That is just what happened.
You didn't like Inside Story Bowser stuff?
Oh, Inside Story was amazing. I'm just talking about Paper Mario. Inside Story, so good. Oh my gosh, that game is good. I'm very excited for the little Bowser Jr. like Inside Story 3DS thing, by the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. So with your love of RPG, you'd rather have Geno in instead of Incineroar as this possible last character?
Oh, Geno.
I want Geno. I just want Geno because I want more reps from RPG. I want RPG referenced so that maybe we can get some more content from it one day.
Geno's pretty cool. I don't know. Every so often I get this feeling, and this is most obvious with Waluigi, right? Every so often I get this feeling that people don't actually care. They just heard someone say something, and they were like, that sounds neat. I want that. But they don't necessarily want that. Like, Geno would be awesome. Don't get me wrong. I think Geno would be really cool to be in the game. But I really think a lot of people are like, oh, Geno's my favorite character. Wink, wink. Because I love Geno. Like, Geno is cool in Mario RPG, but he's not that much of a character. A lot of characters in Mario RPG are not that much of a character. But Geno, he's got his plot. And then it's done, and that's it, and it's cool.
It's very nice in that regard too.
Yeah, I agree. I that's not a slight against Mario RPG. I love that about the game, but it's not like he's like a nuanced, awesome character. But that's not why people want him, I guess. I mean, people wanted King K. Rool, who is literally not a character; he's a game mechanic, and they wanted him, and they got him, and he looks awesome, and he looks really cool. So I guess it's fine.
I just feel like Geno's moveset could be really fucking cool. Just all his weird arm cannons and weapons and stuff and magic.
That's true.
I don't know. To me, it would close the door on all that Brawl hype back in the day with Ridley for Brawl and Geno for Brawl. Like those were the two big ones, and like that would just kind of like close the door on like that part of my free hype life, I guess.
Okay, but what about your boy Goku, though?
You're talking to TonyTH here, who has been the biggest Goku supporter on this show.
He's Goku.
Every mailtime question, he tries to put it to Goku.
I thought Goku was more of a meme status, but I actually looked at the replies to a Nintendo tweet the other day.
Oh, yeah?
It's just Goku all the way down.
Oh, man.
Well, if you want Goku, just pop in Dragon Ball FighterZ. You got like 19 Goku.
There you go. All sorts of Goku.
You have at least some percentage of Goku in much of the roster.
Well,
yeah, exactly.
They have lots of Goku there. We have lots of Link here.
Yeah.
Next update, Monday, September 10th. Today's fighter number 43, Toon Link. He's smaller and faster than Link. That's just like straight out of Brawl taunts right there. Yeah. Jesus. His bombs explode with a unique anime style. For his final smash, he emits light from his left hand, and any opponents hit by it are trapped in the Triforce, subject to a punishing gauntlet of attacks.
So I checked. Every English translation, they all say unique anime style. There are 3 English translations on that website.
Wow.
Real talk, does Sakurai know what anime is?
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
He's got
the way he describes things, like I remember in Brawl, he was obsessed with like, he's got little cat eyes, and I'm like, what? No one thinks that. You know what the fuck I'm talking about with that?
Yeah, no,
I do. But after he said that, like I could see it.
But I mean, do also remember there was the Palutena trailer.
Yeah, which was very anime.
With all the boob and butt shots galore.
And not only that, but he also Kid Icarus Uprising, the game.
Oh, yeah.
Toon Link's always really weirdly described to me. Like it's an anime. I'm like, it's cel shaded. It's not fucking anime.
I feel like people are real confused about cel shaded though. Like your average human being who doesn't like love Wind Waker specifically, because let's be honest, that's the cel shaded game. Like there are others, but that's the one, right? If that's not what you're into, if someone says, "Oh yeah, it's cel shaded," to someone who doesn't know that, they're like, what? What are you even saying? I don't know what that is. Anime style. Oh, he's like a cartoon. It's like a cool Japanese cartoon character, and it's close enough to what we've got here.
I hear you.
Before they went insane and they said, you know what, we're putting literally every character in the world in this game, I was very confident we would definitely not be getting both of those characters. And there was something really cool about seeing Toon Link and Young Link in the same like world. There was just, it was awesome. It was so cool to see. I've always been a big fan of all of the Links. I really do like Toon Link quite a bit. Those unique anime style bombs are awesome. They're so cool looking. I love that stuff. So I'm excited. I hope they do pretty good. I don't hope that he's amazing because I don't want to see that play style everywhere. I don't want that. But I want him to be pretty good.
There's a couple of things I noticed in the trailer that were interesting. One of the biggest ones I noticed was that there is a lot of lag when something hits his regular shield. Not his bubble shield, but his regular shield.
That almost seemed like a parry, though. Like, was that the...
It doesn't have any bubble shield. It is literally just the Pikmin hits his normal shield.
Yeah, that's true.
And it has its own new animation instead of just a dunk. And that is a much longer taunt.
Either that or they're able to, like, chain taunts together.
Yeah, like, either he's chaining it or he's holding it down bod style. And I'm trying.
He almost said the accursed words.
I'm trying.
I can't be in this podcast anymore.
You're in the documentary alongside me. Don't even.
All right, you're right. I am.
You know who's not in it? Me.
It's you.
I just want to talk about Donkey Kong fighting Snake and stuff.
Look, can we take a second? Speaking of exactly what you said, can we just like step back? And sometimes I look at Smash and I forget. Sometimes I look and I go, that's so tight. Mario can fight Link. Like, that's so cool.
Dude,
what a cool video game franchise. Like, this is awesome.
Sometimes my role in this show is to be that guy because I don't fucking know frame shit. I'm just like, that footage of Snake fighting Captain K. Rool like dropped, and I'm like, look at this weird fucking shit. This is so cool.
It's crazy. The combinations we can get now in Ultimate, especially because you can do an 8-person fight, right? Like, you can literally have like everyone in the world that does not mesh together on the same screen in some world that doesn't make any sense. And it's beautiful. It's like so perfect.
I understand the whole Snake and Isabelle thing, because I just remember Snake's when he grabs you.
Oh, yeah, he's gonna do that little neck choke.
Neck snap Isabelle and layers
for
slowly
Isabelle.
on the ground.
Well, I'm pretty sure that attacking Isabelle will be a bannable offense for tournaments, so we don't have anything to be worried about there.
Banned. No, I mean, it's funny you mention that. It's that whole meme of like, show that 8-player lineup of all the third-party characters and whatnot. Like, show it to someone in the Brawl days and like tell them, like, are you gonna believe it? I mean, it's that whole thing.
Yeah, it's a fake roster. This roster is a fake leak roster, 100%.
I saw somebody point that out just when that fucking mural with Isabelle and fucking Cloud. Like, look at this. Look at it.
Yeah, the different screenshots that are worth pointing out. You got the 4 swords there. Battling over the heart. That's a neat one. Also a cool one with the cuckoo.
Yeah, he's just not okay with it. Toon Link very much more expressive this time around than I remember seeing.
Yeah. I mean, him, DDD, it just seems to be the theme. It's great.
I don't recall in Smash 4, but this time they did a lot more work into giving him his hurricane spin. Very, very easily seen difference from his normal just spin attack.
Yeah, charge up the spin attack. Yeah.
Very high roll warriors of them.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, for sure.
He like learned it from that old man in Wind Waker, right? Like,
yeah. After 10 Knights crests. Yeah. Good times.
You can just sell the rest because they don't do fucking anything.
Yeah.
Also, just as a blog aside, I mean, 2 totally different writing styles between the 2 posts. I mean, just to do like, who's the greatest nemesis of all, King Bowser, and then it's like,
it definitely reads like that. I don't know if you guys are gonna know this, but have any of you guys seen even a clip of the really old Captain America TV show? Because it reads just like that intro. It's really funny.
Oh my god! And then it's just like contrast with, he is smaller and faster than Link. Like, it's just okay. All right, well, let's get to the next one. It's the music update from Tuesday, September 11th. Today's music, you can now listen to Pikmin main theme. Doesn't it bring back memories of that title screen with all the Pikmin swaying? I guess. Please enjoy Hideki Sakamoto's arrangement. Let's listen to that sample and that excerpt.
Like, this definitely makes me feel a lot more like the theme of Smash Brothers Ultimate. Like, unlike a couple weeks ago when we had to deal with, the main theme from Yoshi's, which was the problem with Brawl songs, is that sometimes they didn't fit the theme of Smash. Whereas with the main theme
now
of Pikmin...
the theme of Smash is that there is no more theme of Smash. And literally anything you can cram in this and it's going to be just fine.
I believe they said that the theme that they're going for is like a higher tension.
Yeah, just higher energy overall.
And I definitely feel it from this theme. Better than any Pikmin song we got so far.
I guess.
Environmental fucking noises. Jesus. Why is that a thing?
I guess I'm not a fan of the instrument with like the... Was it like the bass hit? The doing, 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 doing. Like, I'm not a fan of that, so...
I mean, yeah, I can totally understand that. I don't
Someone edit that song and just put Yoko's instrumentation over it.
Do it, and it'll be much, much worse.
I'll Venmo you $3.
More of a Yakuza.
Hideki Sakamoto does
Yakuza 2 and...
Echo Chrome? Okay, neat.
Hey, Echo Chrome?
Yeah,
Yes.
Echo Chrome was
just Internet Explorer.
No, it was the PS3 MC Escher kind of game.
Are you trying to tell me that Google Chrome is an echo of...
Oh my god!
That's what I was saying.
That's the 69th character. It's a fighting internet browser.
It's fine. That's my thoughts.
Yeah.
Pikmin main theme. It's fine. This game has the problem, and problem is in all caps with giant quotes around it, like 6 quotation marks on each side. No, there's 6 on the first side and there's only 5 on the other because you moved on with the thought right away. That's what this is. The music in this game is too good.
Yeah.
Meaning a song like this is just why would I listen to this?
Yeah.
It's just okay. Yeah.
It's still like good, but like, am I really going to put that on instead of Bloody Tears? I don't think so.
I don't think Bloody Tears plays on the Pikmin level. It should play on every level, though.
It will be playing on the Pikmin level.
If my SD card has anything to say about it.
Yeah.
But would you put it on your sexy time playlist that you make with all the different...
Yeah, it plays right after environmental noises.
If we're going to talk about sexy time and Castlevania music, there's a song called Opus 13 from Castlevania Dracula X. That's going on that one.
I really hope
very funky. It's very good.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Donkey Kong.
So there were rumors kind of circulating a bit. People were looking, I guess there are certain number orders and like how these blog posts and updates are arranged that they kind of like jumped a bit and used next week's, and that they'll kind of circle back here a little bit. So there's the thought that this Pikmin theme was supposed to be next week's music update, and that the music update likely associated with the revealed character during the direct would have been the music update for that week, but the direct got delayed, etc. So guess for next week we'll probably hear an Animal Crossing song, likely the one probably even in the Isabelle trailer, but that's just my guess.
We haven't always gotten the trailer music though.
Not always, but sometimes. I mean, especially in the case of King K. Rool and rapping and all that. That was a good one for a Gangplank.
I'm gonna go with Star Fox again.
Star Fox again.
I mean, if we all just go for Animal Crossing, it does sound like super easy. Like, yeah, that's gonna be it. But Star Fox, it just has a wealth of music that I'm just like, give me something, please.
Yeah.
Definitely gonna be another Bowser theme, no doubt about it.
Yes.
I don't know. Animal Crossing just seems so like. It'll probably just be like the New Leaf theme or something like that. That's pretty tough to pick anything other than that for me.
It'll be, we wanted to show you these updates again.
Yeah, exactly. Give me some like 1 a.m. GameCube Animal Crossing music or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's so super relaxing. That's what I want.
I'm gonna guess an eShop music because.
Oh my god!
All right.
That'd be something, yeah.
Composer.
Never count weird shit like that
It'll
out.
just be like composer Seth Etherman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So the other update on Tuesday the 11th, today's stage Summit. This stage is so exciting!
Oh, it's the guy from earlier.
Yeah, he's back. He's right in this one.
Oh man, could that be a segment on your show? Like, which mood of writer made this thing?
I think we're going to do...
Writer 1 is the super excited, amped up guy, and number 2 is like,
Ben
Toon
Stein.
Link is actually the smaller and faster version of Link.
I think there may be even an additional writer after that for the next update, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Anyway, when the summit of the mountain clears up, you can slide down the incline straight into the ocean. There are tons of details to take in. The aurora floats over the mountaintop. A polar bear with sunglasses and swimming trunks swims in the ocean. And there's even a mysterious fish that tries to eat the fighters.
Ellipsis. ...
I don't know if mysterious is the word I'd use.
Yeah, he's just a big old ugly fish.
Save us, Isabelle.
No.
Isn't it from something?
Isn't it from Balloon Fight?
Yeah, something like that.
It is from Balloon Fight.
That stage sucks.
It's back.
Like a lot, and nobody likes it at all.
But what about No Hazards, though?
Oh, that fish.
What about No Hazards? It's an ice climber stage.
Will
Ice
it be
climbers
slippery?
sucks. Ice climbers suck. And ice climbers music sucks. Ice climbers no go. I'm a no go on all of
My
this.
teammate.
God damn, it's like the Bowser fire, there's passion, but Ice Climbers ice, there's hatred.
There might be some leftover bitterness. Ice climbers have left a very negative mark on Smash Bros. History. And also are not from a good video game.
Well, I got you literally spitting fire. Are you mad they came back?
Okay, I was actually mad. When I first saw them, I was like, well, they ruined their game. They blew it. And then they were like, oh, but we actually were smart. Now you can't do any of the grab garbage. So I'm okay. I'm on board.
I love all the footage of one of them getting fucked up and the other one being like, oh no.
And I was like, God damn.
What do I do?
My wife is dead.
Okay, I want to age myself real quickly because I see I'm looking at the comments here in the podcast chat. I see people talking about wobbling and stuff. Wobbling was after my time. Now there was a little bit of wobbling at the end there. There was a little bit of wobbling at the end there.
What a weird sentence.
But wobbling wasn't the thing. It's not wobbling. It's the Ice Climbers grab punish game is dumb. It's very stupid. And I don't just mean in Melee. In Brawl, if Meta Knight did not exist in Brawl, Brawl would be 1,000 times worse. And I know that sounds crazy, but Ice Climbers would be the best character by so much without Meta Knight in that game. All it would be Ice Climbers grabbing people the whole game, and it would be a disaster, even more than it already was.
Almar had a pretty good time against the Ice Climbers.
Yeah.
Well, he might have an okay time occasionally.
And did he?
But he'd still get grabbed.
I mean, Almar's trying to deal with that fish in the screenshot, and the fish has the bloodshot, bulging eye, almost King K. Rool like.
That is very much like a moment from a Pikmin game, almost.
Yeah, right. He's the new enemy you got to take down.
I will say that I'm looking forward to the Battlefield version of this stage.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank God for Battlefield versions!
Yeah!
Yes!
We've talked a lot about that.
Oh my gosh, it's the best!
Like when we look at a bad stage, we're like, well, we get the Battlefield version.
One of the better songs from Brawl is the Ice Climber song. Not the one where they're like, Ice Climber, but the one in Brawl. It had the electric guitar.
Oh, Shin Onagashima?
Yeah.
All right, I'm secretly not actually as mad about the Ice Climber stuff. I just think the stage is really bad, and nobody really liked it, and nobody really played on it. You played it in a little bit. Occasionally, you would play on Summit in the game that shall not be named, just because you could wave dash on ice, and that's fun.
Yeah.
Well, you'd end up on it sometimes in classic mode.
But without that, there's not really a lot there that's appealing.
You look at it, and it's just like, that sure is a Brawl stage.
Definitely, yes.
Let's move on to the Wednesday, September 12th update. Is today's fighter number 60, Ryu. Don't ever say Ryu. Just let's not ever do that.
What about Rue?
Rue
Winnie the Pooh.
Rue Habusa? I don't know. Ryu is a special character. You can use directional command inputs to trigger his special moves. Executing moves like his Hadouken and Shoryuken using the command inputs from the original game will raise their power. You can even use a Shakunetsu Hadouken by inputting left, down, right, right.
Yeah, how do you vote?
Then tapping the attack button while facing right.
Yeah.
Is that what the
listening
fuck
to
that's
that was a
called?
really good time.
I thought it was called Shinku Hadouken.
No, it's not talking about the special. It's talking about the red fireball.
I see. Okay.
So a half circle from back to front. Yeah.
Most of my Street Fighter knowledge is from Akuma the Hedgehog and Mega Man getting those special capsules.
Okay, so is that what it is? Because I remember the fireball one, but I thought the fireball one was just the regular Hadouken motion.
It's the side B is just kind of like a small Hadouken. The quarter circle is like a bigger blue one.
And then the fire
And then
one
the
is
half
full
circle is the red that kind of like passes through.
Okay.
The Shakunetsu Hadouken, aka the Scorching Heat Surge Fist. Let's get it together, guys.
You would know any more things about fire, wouldn't you?
Okay, I admittedly I did look that up while we were going. I didn't just know that off the top. I wanted to make sure it was actually the red fireball, so I was right.
So Ryu has 2 Final Smashes?
Yeah, so that's the big thing from the video, right? I mean, first, aside from seeing the directional inputs in the description there, that's very unusual overall. So he has a Shoryuken.
He's the Marvel level 3.
And then he's got the
level 1.
Was that the Metsu Hadouken or whatever? So he's got like Super Shoryuken and Hadouken, and
maybe
one. It might be like a proximity thing.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate. I could see that.
That'd be my guess, is that it's a proximity. Because otherwise, like, I don't know, there's something they haven't told it. Isn't it the same way in Smash 4?
Yeah.
I just haven't used him enough. I guess I must have struggled with the whole he faces the wrong way, but now in 1v1s, he always faces the opponent. All that fun stuff, yeah.
Okay, can I just talk about how Ryu is like so tight? He's designed so
accurate.
well in Smash Bros. It's incredible. Like Smash 4 has some of the best character design. I'm not talking balance or whatever. I mean, though it did a pretty good job with a couple of exceptions. But moveset, character design, how they move, how they look, how they feel, they knocked it out of the park in Smash 4. It is so cool. You look.
I think Mega Man is another
Mega
really
Man was
advantage.
exactly the characters I was going to mention. Mega Man, so awesome. Ryu, Bayonetta, even though she turned out to be a disaster, that is Bayonetta. Like that's what she is. It's awesome. And so Ryu playing like he does in Smash is so cool to see. And then on top of that, it works. It actually does kind of flow together. You can get big combos with Ryu, like short, low forward fireball, which is like in every Street Fighter game, his like big main little bread and butter poke. That works in Smash. Like that is so cool that those things work and function how they do in the other games. I think they did an amazing job with him. And I'm excited to see how he is in Smash 5, even if he's the same. Like even if he's not different at all, I'm excited to see him.
Yeah, honestly, like we sometimes forget that Ryu and Roy were kind of leaked early ahead of their announcements during that one Nintendo Direct. And so a lot of the surprise was gone there. But that was another trailer. I mean, before the Cloud trailer that knocked everybody on their ass.
Jeez, what in the world?
That trailer, just to say that like Ryu from Street Fighter is coming to Super Smash Brothers. Like, if, you know, for those that followed all the Smash hype and all the Smash news, like, if you hadn't seen that leak come out, like, that's a out of nowhere sort of pull.
Oh, for sure. It's a dream pull that you would have never actually thought could have been it. That's one of those like, oh man, it'd be so cool. It'll never happen. But it'd be so cool if Ryu was in Smash. That'd be awesome. It'll never happen. And then they're like, oh yeah, bam, every character you've ever heard of is going to be in the game.
I really want a dumb mini game in the middle of Classic where it's like beat up the fucking car.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Just beat up Wario's like purple car.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
That would be so funny. Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing. I want to see that so bad now. That's awesome.
And then wrapping up the week was on September 13th. It was today's video. You can now watch the reveal trailer all in a day's work. It's the Isabelle reveal trailer. We already kind of talked about that. So let's move on to the mail time segment.
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail.
You can ask Mailtime questions over on our Discord channel, showmeyournews.com/Discord. We have a whole section devoted to Mailtime questions, but you can also tweet us at showmeyournews. This week's question comes from ItsABugHuntMan. If Super Smash Bros. Never existed, and the first game in this brand new series was announced to release in 2018, what would the 12-character roster be?
Such a good question. Such a good question. Also, I hate it, but it's so good.
12 characters. You have to put it down to 12 characters. Well,
yeah, that's why I hate it, but it's great. It's so good.
If you ask me, I think it'd be pretty easy to cut the 4 secret characters from the original Super Smash Brothers. Easy to cut Luigi.
Luigi would probably stick around.
Maybe, but Ness, Captain Falcon, and Jigglypuff.
All gone. All of them are gone.
Ness, Falcon, and Jiggs,
Samus
all gone.
I made myself a little list here.
Oh.
I made a 12-character list.
Oh, okay.
Characters that I think would be in this thing. I put a lot of thought into this for the 4 minutes I had before we started after work. This is what I would do if I was in charge of
Bowser.
It's Bowser.
No, it's not just Bowser and then Bowser Jr. and Baby Bowser and Dry Bowser and all the Koopa kids as the cast. No. Here's what I would do if I was in charge of making this game in 2018 and I'm in charge of Nintendo. This game comes out. It's called Super Smash Bros. Heroes. It's all hero characters. There's no villains in it. Mario, Luigi, Peach. Those are your Mario boys. Pikachu, the only Pokemon. Link and Zelda. Those are your Zelda reps. We've got an Inkling for sure. Splatoon is huge. Inkling's in. We've got Isabelle. Animal Crossing is huge. I think Isabelle makes it in. Yoshi, because they keep coming out with Yoshi games. Yeah, it was a little bit of a toss-up for Yoshi, but I think Yoshi's still big enough and on his own where he could get a game. Another one I had a little bit of trouble with was Fox. I wasn't sure if Fox would be in, but they just, Star Fox Zero wasn't that long ago, and Star Fox is in
Starlink.
I don't remember that. Yeah, Starlink. He's in that coming out. So Fox is like on the docket. I think Donkey Kong would be their kind of throwback pick. Game & Watch and those guys were. And I think we've got Kirby, and I think that's your roster.
Yeah.
There's a chance of maybe a Fire Emblem character instead of like Yoshi or something like that, because Fire Emblem's really big.
Yeah.
There is a 0% chance that Captain Falcon is in this game.
Yeah, no way.
0.
Nope.
Which bums me
no
out.
way that Falcon makes this game. After I make this game, then you make the villains DLC.
There you
Then
go.
you put in Bowser, you put in Ganon, everybody gets their villain, and then everybody's happy in the long run.
My only question with that list, though, is I'd sub Isabelle for Villager.
I would too.
That was my thought.
I would not even come close to having Peach in there, and I honestly wouldn't have Fox in there either.
Well, okay, Fox I could definitely see it going out. I want to talk Isabelle Villager real quick. Villager makes perfect sense before the Isabelle announcement. I think Isabelle is the face of that franchise.
The new
more
hotness.
even than the Villager is. Exactly. And I think that would be their way of going like, okay, we've got a new Animal Crossing coming out. Isabelle's really popular. We're putting Isabelle in this game. She's going to promote that game and be from that game, and it's going to be awesome. So here's why Peach, because it's 2018. You've got to have character diversity. You have to. So you've got to have somebody like Peach or Zelda, the male, female Inklings, Isabelle. Like you've got to have a little bit of a balance there.
Did you have Samus on yours?
I do not, because Nintendo doesn't care about Metroid. Nintendo does not care about Metroid. There is a Metroid Prime 4 coming out, but all we've seen is the little like nothing screen of it, right? I mean, I'm amped about it. I'm super excited. But Samus, I don't think is in this game.
I think she should be.
We had some Samus stuff. We had before the announcement, or at the same time as the Metroid Prime 4 announcement, there was the Metroid 2.
Samus Returns.
Yeah, Samus Returns. So that did come out recently. So maybe Samus is in, and maybe Fox isn't in. Or maybe Donkey Kong isn't in, but Donkey Kong seems hard to take out of there, even though he's not doing a lot of things right now.
He's Donkey Kong.
Yeah, exactly. He's Donkey Kong. Yeah. He is the Nintendo game that made Nintendo.
Absolutely.
I feel like if Fox is in, Samus has to be in, because like I just feel like that's just their way of keeping those two characters almost specifically alive, kind of in a weird way.
That's true. Yeah, so you could take Peach out and put Samus in, sure.
It's a very interesting discussion. I would agree with a whole lot of that. I mean, you could make the case that, there are all the third-party characters. If you had to pick one, Sonic. But at the same time, for a new franchise, you don't earn the clout necessarily to have one of those take the 12 spots. So
if we get one third-party character in this game, there's no way it's Sonic.
I'd say Mega Man before Sonic, and I'm a Sonic fucking.
I wouldn't say Mega Man.
No way, Mega Man either. No way.
No way.
I think Ryu is like the most likely of all the ones that we've got right now.
I'd still stick with Sonic.
It's the Mario versus Sonic. I mean,
yeah, just for
but nobody cares about Mario versus Sonic anymore.
Well, that's because we've had him in Smash for so long.
No,
he doesn't
because
exist.
Nobody cares about it anymore. It's because nobody cares about that contest anymore. Yeah, they do their Olympic stuff. That's that.
I can make Mario fight Sonic.
Zen Jester says in the chat, Pac-Man if Bandai Namco was working on that game.
All right, that's just cheating. Right there.
It's an interesting case.
I definitely would. If I was going to go through it, I would just need to have Mario, Donkey Kong, Link, Yoshi, Kirby, Pikachu, Luigi, and then I would have Bowser. How many is that?
Oh,
right
I've lost count.
I'm pretty sure.
You've already listed 28 characters.
Oh my god!
That's how this feels when you're working on this. By the way, you're like, oh, I'll just throw like a couple on there.
I would actually go with Lucina.
Okay.
Because
I had that same thought, either Lucina or Chrom. I had that same exact thought.
Yeah. I was gonna go with Chrom, but I'm like, you know what? You're right about like the female characters. And I would actually put Lucina because she's kind of that big fighting thing. And I was going to go with female Robin, too. But, like...
Sticking with that Fate's Awakening, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, my, you're okay. I'm not trying to meme right here. You have a 12-person game that is supposed to represent the best Nintendo has to offer. And your brain is like, we've got to get 2 Fire Emblem characters in there. Like, you have to put more Fire Emblem... Are you kidding me?
No, I was saying one or the other, not both.
Oh, gosh, I thought you were saying both. And I was like, oh, there's a reason this happened, and you're the reason.
No, I know Sakurai loves Fire Emblem, but Jesus.
Jeez, I don't even dislike Fire Emblem, but like, my goodness, how many characters can have a sword and the A button swings the sword at the guy? Like, what the heck?
When I was writing mine, I almost just put a Fire Emblem rep because I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not the one to make that fucking call. This should tell you what, like, is me as a person and a gamer. I almost forgot Link because I just don't really like stuff. I'm like, wait, no, he's got to be there.
Yeah.
Zero Ranma in the chat said something that I think is really accurate. I had this thought also, but I didn't want to like cheese the list. You could kind of cheat with a 12-person roster and make alternate costumes a thing.
Oh man, Luigi.
Yeah.
Or make an Echo like a character like Mario and Luigi could literally be the same characters.
Yes, for sure. That's a really good point. Hey, that's a great question. Thanks so much for asking. It's a bug really hunt, man. That's we've come a long, long way from the days of Super Smash Brothers. Well, that's all we have to talk about on this episode of Show Me Your News Ultimate. It's a jam-packed episode. Lots of news, lots of rumors, lots of speculation and discussion. Gimpyfish, thank you so much for joining us. Always good to hear from you. Please, by all means, plug away. Tell the people what you're working on and where they can find you.
Hey, thanks for having me on. Sorry for hijacking the show and making it too long again. I do that every time. Every time that I'm on the show, I always talk for too long about nothing. But people seem to enjoy it, so I guess that's fine. So I have a business. I own a business, 62-Bit Gaming. That is me. I mostly do live stream stuff these days, but I'm working on some extra projects and YouTube and all that stuff. So if you want to follow me, pay attention to what I'm doing. Twitter is really easy. Twitter.com/62bitgaming. Super, super simple. I stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/62bitgaming. Right now, it's every Tuesday, just because work and stuff is hard to get more streaming time, but I'm working on it. We're going to get more time. We're just finishing up Link's Awakening right now, and the next game we're going to be doing is A Hat in Time. I'm very excited about it. I'm so excited about that game. Yeah, if you just search 62-Bit Gaming on whatever, you'll find me. Facebook, Twitter, whatever. You'll find it on YouTube, all that stuff. But that's what I'm doing.
People were wondering if you have your own podcast, and if not, you should, because you're a natural, man. It's so good to hear from you.
I'm glad to hear it. I do. I have, in secret, been working on a bit of a podcasty thing. We've done a trial episode that I think went pretty well, so maybe there will be one and then we can cross promote. Show me your news.
Dang. Stay tuned to that. That sounds exciting.
Stay tuned. Brawl Talk 2, it's coming.
Real quick, you guys playing anything interesting?
Oh, man, I have a weird answer to that question. You would never guess that this is what I'm playing.
Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land.
No, it's not a Nintendo game. That's why it's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not a Nintendo game, and it's not even like a platform or something. I've been playing a lot of Heroes of the Storm.
Oh, really? Nice.
Super out of nowhere. I'm not really like a MOBA guy. I played the first MOBA game I've ever played within the year. And I had some friends of mine teaching me how to play League and Heroes. I really like Blizzard characters a lot. I saw that Tyrael was in the game. I'm a big fan of Justice characters. And Tyrael is the Angel of Justice. It's not to like there. I love Diablo. It's awesome. So I've been playing that quite a bit. It's weird and out of nowhere, but that's what I've been playing.
Very nice. More Hyrule Warriors.
You know.
Yeah, for sure.
You sound so sad about it. Why does everybody that plays that game sound so defeated about them?
It's the grind. It is the grind materialized.
My favorite game is Hyrule Warriors. I hate it so much, but I love it.
It's just like, it's junk food to play.
Yeah.
It's really fun. It's a fun game. That game is awesome.
Like, I can't stop playing Twilight Midna.
Yeah, she's fun.
She's just so fun. She slaps people around, giant cannon, smack people up with a bridge.
Yeah, for sure.
I play Fi in that game because, hot take,
Really?
Skyward Sword is my favorite Zelda game.
I like it a lot.
Fi.
Yeah.
That is a hot
And so,
take.
love playing as Fi.
Really?
In, Hyrule Warriors.
I like her if I mash Y. If I try to do her
Or
special attacks,
Girahim?
she gets
Girahim.
Girahim, super stylish. That boy knows what to do. He's awesome.
Oof, those are my two, like...
Rudo sucks.
Rudo sucks! Agatha, not much better!
Agatha is also from not a good Zelda game. Excuse me.
I beat Spider-Man. Spider-Man was awesome. Good game. The web swinging is perfect. The story is rather good. It's very safe for a long time and then takes a few little chances by the end. I'm glad it did that at the end. So, but yeah, really enjoyed it.
I just impulse bought that, so I haven't played anything still. So I'll get back to you on that next week.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you played that game. That game looks so cool.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Dude, that's what AAA gaming should be.
Absolutely,
Yes.
100%.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
forgot, I did start Hollow Knight.
Hollow Knight. I think I might start playing that on this business trip coming up.
Yeah, it's Souls-esque. Very much more a platformer than I was expecting.
Yeah.
When I kept on hearing, like, it's more of a Souls-esque game, but I'm like, oh, it's Souls the platformer.
Yeah, Metroidvania.
It's Souls Metroid.
Yeah.
It's literally, yeah. And, you know, as I was playing, I was like, oh, this is a game if you panic, you die. But if you don't panic, when you don't panic, it's just like, oh, I just do this and I'm done. This boss is like really, really sad. Oh, wait, never mind. I just need to. Okay, got it.
That game has some super cool character models in it. Like some of the enemies and stuff. Oh, it's awesome. It's so cool. I love video games.
Video games, man.
Oh my gosh. I love video games.
But we can't wait for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Thanks so much for listening, everyone. This was great. For Super, he's over on Twitter at Solharath. Tony is over on Twitter at TonyTH_GHH. You can find me on Twitter at PeteSpeakEasy. For everyone, with that, I'm Youko. We're out. We'll see you next time. Show me your news.